Hi everyone, Sarah here. Today we're going to be diving into the question. It sounds like a crazy one, but it's really not, so stay with me. Who are you when life is good? And we probably easily, consciously, logically say, well, duh, someone who's happy. Who am I when life is good? Well, I'd be someone that's just good with things. But the truth is, so many of us are still living with layers and levels. That's my limiting combination. If you listen to my podcast, you understand I combine words. They're all just made up anyway. We're living with layers and levels of stuff, of emotions, thoughts, energies, frequencies, activations, beliefs. So who are you when life is good? Because we can all say, I want better, I want good, I want more. And a lot of us feel guilty or we feel bad for desiring more as if we're not being in the energy of appreciation and acknowledgement that life is already good and we should be good with being good. We should be okay. We should be settled in this contentment, this ease, and this appreciation. And in that, if I desire for things to be different or to change, then I want more and I'm greedy. Who am I? You see how all of these contemplations and these questions can come up so easily. So, who am I when life is good? A lot of us, when life is good, we simply sit back, chillax, relax, and then suddenly, especially those of us who are in business for ourselves, we kind of freak out because we plateau. You may think, okay, I was work, hustle, grind, flow, go, hustle, flying, grow, go. And we put in the work because we understand the concept of a jet or a plane where it used most of its fuel during takeoff, during launch. And so we put in the time, the energy, the frequency, and everything we need to do. We get it done. We don't know how, but we do. And then we sit back and relax and we're like, life is good. But then it can feel like a stabling plateau. And then it feels like, okay, like I've gotten used to this. I've grown and now I've plateaued and then I've grown and then I've plateaued and then I've grown and then I've plateaued. I should be so grateful. I should feel good about life being good. But a lot of us, especially when we're in that growth mode and when we're in the evolution mode, we feel bad about feeling good. So, who am I when life is good? We should say someone who just feels good all the time and is like super high vibe. And that's not always the story. That's not always the case. Sometimes the case is when things are good, I feel bad. And then we feel bad about feeling bad. And then we have this compounding experience of emotions and thoughts of like, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel bad when things are good? And a lot of times there's an internal unconscious belief that is impacting this, that is impacting our feelings, our ability to be present, or causing us to not be present, causing us to disconnect from our presence. And we've worked, we've created, and now we are soaring. We've risen, we've rised, we've soared, and now it's like, well, hmm, I mean, it's good, but, and now there's another interjection, there's another but, there's another, well, what was that? Right? Because there's always more, there's more depth to it, there's more levels to it, there's more layers to it, there's more to grow into. Right? It's like this experience of, okay, I was uncomfortable. Now I'm comfortable. Now what? Is it this? Like, is it this? Because before I had this, all I could dream about was having this. And now I have it and it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, man, is this it? And now we feel bad, or we feel like, what is it going to take to get to the next step, the next level, the next layer, the next part of this evolution? Or is it just this? Should I be happy with this and settling? And then there's this disconnection and this discontentment with, well, I should be so happy. And so if it's good, but I'm not happy, is it really that good? So our mind can play these games with us. Our heart can play these games with us. And it can do this for a long time. And it can have the experience of feeling like, hmm, disappointment, discontentment, disconnection, because we're constantly in this evolution and this journey of processing our emotions, processing desiring different things, processing being with certain things. And I think sometimes we think that those things go away by a certain place or time, if this, then that. And we feel like we're unable to access this thing. But that's a part of this journey and this evolution as I'm on it because I desire to access this thing. And the thing is to feel good. The thing is the happiness. The thing is this innerness of, ooh, okay, how high can we go? Well, looking back to see where I've come from, I've come pretty far. I should feel good. I should be happy. And almost this very scientific word and term ickiness to it of never being happy. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but in past relationships, especially ones full of emotional abuse, neglect, and unavailability, that is what was revealed to me, is what was within me. It was displayed to me and said to me externally, you're never happy, you're never satisfied, and nothing's ever good enough for you. And I thought, oh, that activated something inside of me. You're right. And that very same thing is sometimes what can activate the superhero me, this ultra independence me, watch me kind of attitude, this prove it kind of energy and frequency. I'm going to prove it to you, but I really believe you too. You believe I'm not going to make it. You believe I don't have what it takes. And although I'm going to prove it to you and show you that I have what it takes, because I want you to be proud of me. I want you to see me. I want you to hear me. I want you to really love me for who I am and who I am as someone who's created success, who I am as someone who's risen out of the fire like this phoenix rising, but who I also am as someone who believes you too. I feel that you don't believe in me, and I believe you. I believe you when you don't believe in me because I don't believe in me too. And so it really comes back around full circle to this next level of belief at this new stage of growth and evolution in this stage and phase in the journey. And I think a lot of times we think when I get out of this stage and phase in my journey in life, I won't feel this way. I'll feel good and I'll feel happy about feeling good. And then it lasts for a little bit and then it begins again. And then it lasts for a little bit and then it begins again. And then it lasts for a little bit and then it begins again. You see, we're always beginning again. And so we always get the opportunity to choose again because we can. But when our internal unconscious beliefs are linked up and synced up with I believe that too, you're just waiting for me to fail because you don't believe that you have what it takes to prevail. And I don't either. So I'm constantly in this prove it kind of energy and frequency. And so even when things are good, I'm not happy. And this shows up a lot in people's lives at various stages and in different places and in different relationships. And this shows up a lot with people that I work with who are in the stage, in this phase of building something, of really tapping into their potential, their power, their unique and their divine gifts that they have within them. And so it's this constant shedding and peeling and revealing of constant return to the truth of who we are, worthy, whole, effortlessly good enough. But it's like that thing that doesn't make sense because I've had to put in effort to prove that I'm good enough, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm effortlessly good enough just because I exist, just because I have lung in my breath or breath in my lungs, lung in my breath. But it's really about that. It's about the transformation, it's about the turnaround, and it's about the internal transformation and turnaround. You'll see it revealed externally. That just happens naturally. So it's a constant process of going within, beginning again, and really connecting with the beliefs that are revealed at each stage, phase, and level along the journey, throughout the journey. So, does it ever end? Well, how happy are you with just being content, right? And I really question this because I'm a spiritual person and talks about contentment and we're supposed to be content. But there's a difference in the energy and the frequency of settling in belief that you don't deserve what you desire and settling in and not taking action in your life and not doing anything about it and then blaming yourself and other people for the reason that you don't feel good and that your life is not great, because life gets to feel good and life gets to feel great along the way to more goodness and more greatness. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually you experiencing this internal transformation and process yourself helps rise everyone else. So it's a benefit for you, it's a benefit for others, it's a benefit for the collective. So please, 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 if you find that you're someone in whatever relationship in your life, whether it's business, whether it's friendships, whether it's close personal, intimate relationships, that you feel bad for feeling good, and you don't like that, and you're wondering what's up with that, and you're ready to take a deep dive and journey into that, I'd love to connect with you. You can find out more at sarahpacaro.com. And that's it for today, you guys. Sending you all my love. Bye for now.